Hey guys, Chris from Cool Tool Shed here. Today I'm going to give you a little quick tip and show you how to make your softwoods, especially pine. I'm going to show you how to make that come out so it's not so blotchy and nice smooth finish. And how we're going to do that is we're going to take this piece of plywood. Alright, it does have a little bit of open grain on it, so we might be able to still show that. But I'll show you exactly what's going to happen over here. We'll apply a finish to this side, a preconditioner to this side, and then none to the other side, and I'll show you what it does. What I'm talking about with a preconditioner is this one's from Minwax, but it's a prestain wood conditioner. Alright, and it's something that you put on before you stain. You put it on for like 5 to 10, 15 minutes, somewhere in that area, and it kind of opens up the pores and it allows the wood to take the stain all the same. So in just a second we'll get right to it and I'll show you what it looks like. Here I am with the piece of plywood, and now we're going to apply this pre-stain conditioner to one side, and then we're going to let it sit for about 10 minutes. So just put it on. As you can see, it's kind of darkening it up a little bit. Slide that right on there like this. I just use a regular, I don't know, horsehair or whatever it is, brush, just a regular. I'm going to put some on the open grain here on this end, so that maybe we can do a little comparison over there too as well. It's not really a good wood to show it on, but I like the grain, and I wanted it to show up good where it might blotch up. So what you do is you apply this, just like we did, pretty liberally, and you let it sit 10 to 15 minutes, and then we're going to wipe off the excess. Okay, so we're going to give this 10 minutes, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, it's been 10 minutes, so now we're going to take a dry cloth. We're going to wipe off any excess of the preconditioner, just to make sure, you don't want it all wet. So that's good. Now we're going to take, I got a little bit of dark walnut here. So we'll take the dark walnut. We'll apply a little coat. I'm just using a foam brush for this. I'm not getting real fancy. So we'll apply this on nice and thick. So this is the preconditioned side. The unconditioned side. And put it on fairly thick, just to get a good soak in. And then we're going to do the front here on the open grain. Let that sit for a few minutes, and then we'll wipe it off, and we'll show you the difference. It's been, I don't know, 5 minutes or so. So I'll bring this really up close, just so you can see. And we'll take a peek at it. This is the conditioned side. This is the unconditioned side. Okay, I'm just going to use a basic paper towel. I'm going to wipe this off and see what happens. Here is the conditioned side. Looking pretty smooth. And here is the unconditioned side. Okay. Hopefully you can see this really good. Try to get the glare off of it. So you can see the smoothness. It took it a lot better in the grain, whereas on this side it got blotchy. It took it a lot different. Got another spot here, I'll wipe off. There you go. And you can see the difference. Pretty good right there. Nice and smooth. It took it really well, except for in some of the pits, but the pits are different. And then you get it over here. It took it fairly well, but you can see the difference in the blotchiness. Now let's do that little front piece and see if there is a difference on this. Just wipe it off. Now, you can see a big difference there. You can see how right in here, it took it nice. The stain went really nice, except for the centerpiece. I don't know if that's just because it's plywood, but if you look at this end, it just blotched straight out, just soaked in. Didn't really do much, you know what I mean? Just kind of soaked right in. So this is end grain, and that's the difference with the preconditioner. So it's a big difference, you know? You want your project to come out, you know, so it takes the stain the right way. That's a huge difference. So that would be that. And that's the benefits of preconditioning your wood. Alright guys, I hope this tip was helpful, and the next time you're using a very porous wood, or you know, basically pine or whatnot, that use a little preconditioner first. Minimax, General Finishes, whatever you use, whatever you prefer, and you know, stop the blotchiness. You know, you get a nice even take on your stain, you know, compared to the grain just taking it all, and it's not coming out smooth or even, and especially on the end grain, you know. So it helps a lot there too as well. So like I said, I hope this was helpful, and we will talk to you next time.
I took the train down to Boston. I grabbed the subway to the dock. I made the ferry out to George's Island, and I guess I just had beat the clock.